Happy Monday and opening day to all my State of Sorrel and baseball fans out there. It is time for the weekend mashup, and I know you guys have anxiously been waiting for me to film a video for you guys to watch over this weekend's events and your topics. So thank you again for always giving me such amazing topics to talk about. The first one being, due to the fact that it's opening day for Major League Baseball, who is your early pick for the World Series champs? If I'm going with my heart, I would tell you that my early pick is St. Louis, just because I've always been a huge Cardinals fan. If I'm going with my brain, I would tell you that the LA Dodgers are going to win. So those are my two early selections for the World Series. We'll see if I'm right. Would love to know what yours are as well. Second topic of conversation is DeSean Jackson and his situation with being released by the Eagles and being a free agent. So he was released by the Eagles. There's rumors that it was due to the fact that he was in gangs. I'm not really sure. I believe that to be true based on the stories that I've read, that people are saying that he is not in gangs, and I think if we were releasing all football players that were in gangs, we might have an issue. I'm not saying everyone's in gangs, but I'm just saying I don't think that was the reason for being released from a football team. However, DeSean Jackson is a great player, and I don't think he's going to be sitting around for very much longer. It looks like the Redskins are calling a meeting with him, but I would love to see him go up to the Jets and hang out and be there with Michael Vick, who was just traded there for Mark Sanchez. So it'll be interesting to see how that situation shakes out. Would love to know everyone's thoughts on that situation. The third topic is, of course, the NCAA tournament and the Final Four. We've got the Final Four set. Wisconsin is going to play Kentucky and UConn against Florida. And I would tell you that I didn't predict that two SEC teams were going to be in the Final Four, but that's not true because I have a bracket that states that Florida and Kentucky will be playing in finals. So I didn't predict the other two teams, so congratulations to UConn and Wisconsin for messing up my bracket. However, I still think I have a pretty good chance that Kentucky and Florida will be in the finals with Florida winning. So would love to know everyone's thoughts on two SEC teams being in the Final Four. Being an SEC fan myself, I will tell you that this is not the first time you will see 2 out of 4 teams in a 4-team playoff system be from the SEC. And it's interesting. I would love to know everyone's thoughts on the fact that maybe it's time to give the SEC just a little respect in the basketball realm. We get all the respect in the world from football and football fans. However, 2 out of the 4 teams being from the SEC and only 3 being in the NCAA tournament total is pretty impressive. So I didn't give the SEC all the credit in the world before this year in NCAA basketball, but I think it's time to. And obviously I started giving it to them because Kentucky and Florida are in the finals in my bracket. So that's that. And for all the Arkansas fans out there, one of the topics you wanted me to talk about was Jimmy Dykes being announced as the women's head basketball coach. I think it's a great hire. I think he's very intelligent and knows a lot about basketball. I think he's an amazing Arkansan and can sell the school more than or better than anyone else can who was coming outside of the state. A little surprised and shocked that he left his job at ESPN to come do this, but it sounded like this was the only job that he would have left ESPN for. So excited to see Jimmy Dykes out there coaching for Arkansas. I think there's a lot of great press around it as well, so it should help with recruiting. But would love to know everyone's thoughts on the hire of Jimmy Dykes as well. So that is the weekend mashup. A lot of great topics to talk about. The Major League Baseball opening, who you guys think is going to be or who your early pick is for the World Series. The NCAA tournament. Do you guys have a little bit more respect for the SEC when it comes to basketball? The DeSean Jackson situation, where you think he's going to end up and why you think he was released. And, of course, Arkansas fans would love to know your thoughts on the hire of Jimmy Dykes. Have a great week, and I will see you next week to talk about more amazing sport topics that you guys give me. Thanks. Bye.